Hello, everyone. So we're running a bit late, but welcome. As always, I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts, Amy and Sash. Now,
Hi.
we've got hi, Zoe. So, good. I might just have to mute Sash for a minute. So, hello, everyone, and welcome to the live show for We Three Heroes by Lynette Noni. I do have the book somewhere. It's probably just buried under my many clothes, so I'm
Oh,
not.
shoot. Yeah, sorry.
I'm not holding it up, so it's fine. But welcome. We've been joined by Zoe. Hi, Zoe. So, do we want to approach this like we did last time, where we talked about our initial thoughts and then jump into spoilers?
Yeah, that sounds
Sounds
good.
good to me.
So, I'll just put the banner up. So this is my second reread of it. I only gave it 4.5. I think, like Amy said in the Discord, DC story probably my least favorite out of the three. Probably Jordan's was the best for me. I'll hand it over to you guys. What did you guys think?
You guess, Ash.
I liked all three stories. Definitely, I think reading about why DC was so like nobody liked her at the start was nice to find that out and like understand that. Um, I I can't. I don't know who I liked better, Jordan's or Bear's story, because they were both very emotionally impacting.
Mm.
But
I agree.
I gave it 4.5 stars as well. Like, um, yeah, and yeah, I think that's my initial thoughts. I don't want to go too spoilery.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
No, we can say plenty then. I gave it 4 stars overall because I rated each story as I went.
Okay.
And they literally were 3, 4, and then 5.
Okay.
I liked Bear's story a lot, and so it averaged out to 4. Um, so I really did like them. I definitely did have trouble with DC's story. I felt, I don't know, disconnected. Like I didn't really, I don't know,
Gel.
couldn't quite really gel with sort of her story very much, but it was good to get context.
Yeah. Okay. So we can
Exactly. And I really enjoyed how we saw more of Bear's dad in DC story as well.
Mm.
That I liked a lot.
Yes.
I liked seeing Jira as well.
Yeah. And just like Kaden and Declan standing up for her when she like didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So, and they like stuck with the whole, yeah, we can keep your secret sort of thing. So that was really nice.
Yeah.
Another initial thought, I hated the male narrator. Hated the male narrator.
Oh, I didn't
Was
So
like.
it?
bad.
I didn't like Bear's narrator. I thought he was a different narrator for Jordan. I'm not quite sure because I hybrid read it. So I listened to it while I was driving, but then when I finished Jordan's story in one go pretty much. So I didn't really listen to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I
But
think
Bear's
it was the
narrator was
same.
really annoying.
Yeah. I think it was the same, but because I think it bothered me more with Bear's story because the way he narrated Declan's voice
Yes. Oh my
threw me
god.
so much. I hated it so
Like some
much.
sort of Yankee.
Yeah, like it's real drawly kind of, and I was like, this is not how I imagined Declan.
No.
Made him sound like a 40-year-old man. I hated it.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, glad I
Uh,
just listened to the audiobook then.
Like it was still good, but they just,
Just something off-putting about it.
oh, it's grating.
yes. Like I'm glad they branched out from Alex's voice, but I kind of wish they kept the same because
Yeah,
she's doing phenomenal.
Mm.
yep, yeah. Different pronunciations as well. It was terrible.
Mm.
Yeah, literally in DC
Akane, wasn't it?
story. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she said Akane, not Akane. I'm like,
That's
you
not
know,
right.
I think I have a note from Bear's story about it. Actually, hang on. Da-da-da-da-da. Hate the way this narrator. Hate the way this narrator's doing Declan's voice. it's too different from the way the other narrators have done it. And then there was another one. There was another point I made. I haven't written it down. I'm so annoyed. But it just disjointed the whole story, pretty much.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I definitely found reading it was a lot better, getting immersed than the listening to it.
listening to it. Okay, so
I wish
Tracy.
I hadn't been in such a. Oops, sorry.
Oh no, you're right.
I was just saying, if I wasn't in such a romance mood right now, I probably would have been all right reading it with my eyeballs. But because I'm like only wanting to read a totally different genre, I'm like audio, and then it kicked me in the butt.
Yeah.
But the others have been good, so.
Yeah. All right, so Tracy gave it 5. Very nice.
I'm not
So we gave
surprised.
it 4 overall. Jordan's story I like better, but Bear's story made me cry more. Yeah, I don't know whether it was because I was reading it. I found Jordan's more impactful. But I did like Bear's story did make me sad, but probably not as sad. I don't know whether that's because I couldn't relate to what he'd been through, but that might be just me. And Tracy liked DC's story. Yeah, so DC's story, do we want to start with that one? What's it? Or do we just want to jump into spoilers now that we've sort of given our initial thoughts?
Yeah,
I'm happy with that.
I think everyone's given their initial thoughts.
Yeah. Let's get into spoiled territory with DC's story.
Okay. So, DC's story, what do we think of it?
I hate Maxton. And I
Yes.
just don't know, like,
Yes.
why have we never heard of him before now? If he's such an impactful character to DC story, why haven't we heard of him?
Yeah, he kind of came out of nowhere, didn't he?
He did. And then I was like, but why does he hate her?
Yeah.
Like, why is he doing this? Why is he such a little jerk?
I like how Bear's dad was like, was it Bear's dad or was it her mum? Was like, some people, you don't know what their circumstances are. And I'm like, that's true. But still, still douche one.
There are some types of behavior that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I kind of think he just came out of nowhere because, like you said, so well, why have we not heard of him till now? Like, where is he? Where's he been? And yeah, we weren't really given a good reason for why he was just
for his behavior.
Little,
yeah.
As my mum would say, pick up
can
the
someone put a foot up this kid's backside, please? Not that I condone that sort of thing, but like one can dream.
The way DC just kept it to herself the whole time. I'm like, she was 8 at the time. When I was 8, I was still going to my parents for everything.
Yeah, I felt that was unrealistic as well, personally.
Yeah.
I was just like, I would have been tattling my head off. 100%. Maybe it's because I got a sibling, though. I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah.
Kind of see where she was coming from too, because like I'm obviously an only child as well, so when you've grown up not having other kids around you, I know it can be isolating. I don't know but yeah, as you said, I think she was probably a bit too independent for an 8-year-old because like Amy said, I was still under my parents for everything too. I'm like, no one's that independent at age 8.
Yeah, especially at 8 and also when you're a princess, you have handlers, so you can't be that independent.
Sphere of like influence, people all around you.
Yeah.
I also, this is going to sound really, really, really awful, but towards the end of the story, when she got older, all I could think was, oh, poor little rich girl. Like, it was so hard to relate to her and why she was still struggling after so many years and so many people around her, so many supportive people around her, that I was just like, I mean, I had a lot of trouble with that. And I'm a person that has struggled to make friends. And I was like, no, this doesn't feel realistic.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw on the Discord either, but when this is just really, really nitpicky, but the time zone differences.
I saw that comment. I didn't really have an answer, so I just read it and thought, ooh, okay.
Yeah, because I looked at the map. So what happened was when she finally got to Akane, it was already after dinner. It was a different time zone. It was already after dinner, where at her place it was sunset. But looking at the map, the palace is
not that far, is it?
Also, like, say the palace is Queensland, but Akane is Western Australia.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't make
she'd
sense.
Have more daylight. Yeah.
She should have been more. But then in Bears, there was a time jump, like a time zone jump as well, when they went through the bubble door, and it was different. It was like they went from Akane to to Bears, Westhaven, Westfallen or whatever. Woodhaven, yeah. Went from Akane to his parents, and it was normal. Like, it was back to like Western Australia was midday, Queensland was nighttime, which is normal for us, and it was normal for them. So it was just that one, because if you look at the map, Trillin is right above Woodhaven.
Oh, so super convenient, basically. She's made it how she needed it to be.
Yeah.
It was a plot hole.
That's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was like, what the heck? Why? I'm like, she had all these publishers and editors. Why did no one pick that up?
Yeah, that's a shame.
Okay. So Tracy really liked DC story. She also liked her growth. Yeah, I did too. Like, to some extent, I still did have, like Amy was saying, at some point, she's just in her own head, and she's like, "Oh, everyone's against me." I'm like, just fucking stop giving a shit. Just get out there. Jesus Christ! Like, it took me ages to learn that lesson, but God,
even it's those instances where it's those instances where you hope that the fantasy universe has some version of psychologists. You're like, just go talk about it.
Go to your therapist, please.
Yeah, pretty much. I agree, Tracy.
Yeah, she did really well.
Oh,
yes.
Finally, buddy, say something. I guess I didn't see it like that. I didn't either. Like, sometimes
I can be a little unsympathetic, so just ignore me on that instance.
Amy's a bitch. Basically.
I can be, yeah.
Yeah. But can't we all be? Let's be fair.
This is true.
We want to be. I never noticed those plot holes. What? I don't really either until someone mentions it. But
yeah, sorry. I don't know.
I'm really bad at spotting them. I'm so bad at spotting them. I kind of wish I was better at it.
Yeah,
but I'm not very good at it.
It's kind of like when you go and watch other people's reviews and you think, "Huh, I didn't notice that." Now that I think about it, that does suck.
I like that though, because you get a really balanced view of a book.
Yeah,
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah,
literally, yeah. Everyone has. It's art, so everyone perceives it differently.
Like for my thing, I picked up on a lot of really ableist wording in DC story that really bothered me. Referring to one of the women, I can't remember who it was.
Baron?
Yes. I'm infertile. I was like, oh my goodness, that is no, that is a bad word.
I didn't ever
very.
Oh, what? There's reference to personality disorders in another one. And I'm just like, this is not great. But I'm like, one, it's an average person writing it. And two, I'm like, it's not a series-wide problem. So I'm just like, whatever.
It's just something you've picked up on in that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And being a disabled person, I'm going to notice that stuff. That's my point.
So. Yeah, I definitely noticed Baron too. And I'm like, maybe like that's because didn't they used to say that a lot in like the olden days, like
It's like a
medieval
super like
times?
outdated
Super
term.
outdated term. So
Where did I put it? Who was it? No, I didn't say who it was about. Just that
It
it was
was-
all and
so it was about the nurse. So
That's
the girl,
right.
the doctor, and
That's
she
right.
had adopted some. Her adopted daughter is who DC gave her horse to.
I was like, "Woo-hoo."
Yeah,
But it was like this hair raising like and then I just was like, okay, oh well, they're only going to get better.
Yeah, like I'll be honest, I didn't pick up on that, but as you know, I said, like you're a disabled person, whereas me, like I don't have to deal with any of that, so
That's it.
because I don't pick up on it. But
Yeah, that's it. And it's funny, before my disability, before finding out, I never would have picked up on it.
Oh no, you wouldn't, because
just you don't know what you don't know, do you?
well,
Exactly.
that's the thing, you know. Zoe noticed that as well. Zoe did too.
I'm not surprised Tracy spotted it.
Yeah. Zoe completely missed the time jumps as well. Look, I read it
Audiobooks
physically.
made that hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you get formatting in books, whereas in audiobooks you don't get any of that.
No. I think that's why I like reading physically more than listening to audio, because I'm a fast reader anyway, so I fly through it a hell of a lot quicker than audio. But yeah, you definitely pick up on it more in physical than I do audio, but that's just me. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I unfortunately am slow. So slow.
I used to be slow because because we always get signed reading when we were young kids, and you had to read for a certain amount of time. I'm like, I freaking hate this. I used to be like
reading.
Yeah. Oh, it's not. You could choose the books you read, but like at the time I wasn't a reader, so I'm like, I'd rather be outside. You just sign me off on the reading, and I'll just go outside.
See, I just want to be Alex, because then I can be in the library all the time and have a totally good excuse to. That was me. I was the library kid.
Yeah. I wasn't probably until about 10. So, yeah. So, do we have any more thoughts on DC story before we move on to Jordan's?
Hang on, let me have a quick stick here. Oh, the advisors not telling anybody about DC's gift. That made me so mad. It's like medical paternalism in fantasy. I was like, whoa. And they tell the king and queen. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, if they told the king and queen and they were like, okay, we will handle this, I would have understood. But not even telling her own parents.
That's a bit stupid.
I feel like Darius, it doesn't make any sense, because Darius literally was like, okay, Alex, you're the savior of our world. Go off, go do your thing. But then with DC, it's like,
we're just going to be like,
we're not going to tell you anything, basically. Oh,
people do not get with information. People do not give kids enough credit, in my opinion. Obviously, don't let them run off and do shit like they do with Alex. Sorry. Like just it's such a weird dichotomy almost, where they're like, we won't tell a princess anything, but then we'll let Alex run off into danger. It's a weird thing.
What kind of school are we running here?
I don't know. I don't know anything about royals. I don't know if doing that sort of stuff is normal, but yeah, it's weird.
Okay. At the library as a kid. Yes. That was the
best place.
That was the best part of school, to be honest. That was awful. It was. I'm thinking, okay, so your daughter's got this thing, but you're not going to tell the parents about it? I mean, really?
Yeah. No.
Well, on that note, shall we hop onto Jordan's story?
Yes, let's.
Was there a content warning before Jordan's story at all?
I don't remember one.
I don't think so, though. Or was it?
Like, I know at the end of the book there was like all the links and phone numbers to Lifeline and all that,
Yeah.
but I felt like a
Um,
content warning beforehand would have been nice because I did not see that coming.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
And on page too.
Yep.
Talks about spoilers at the beginning, but no, it doesn't look like it.
Seems to be just before the age of content warnings.
Yeah.
When was this book out? Let me have a look.
I don't remember.
2018. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say
Yeah, that
that's
makes sense.
probably, yeah, right before people actually started putting content warnings at the beginning. But yeah, I can't see one.
That was rough.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
That was yeah. I hope all the other readers, other peoples were looking after themselves.
Yeah. I hope so too. And I'm sorry, I didn't know that was going to happen. I would have said something.
Oh, we knew you went up to that part. I remember you saying you hadn't read that far.
I totally forgot about what happened with the brother. I'm like, oh shit, that's a content warning, that one.
No, that's fair. I just hope everyone looked after themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So I remember reading that going, oh my God, I totally forgot about this. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's not something you want to remember, though.
I can't believe you wrote a character that has that memory. Like, I shudder to think about real people, obviously, having those sorts of memories and experiences. I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Because, like, that sort of trauma is just, it doesn't go away.
No, it doesn't.
And I'm just like,
you can totally understand why he is like the funny kid and the sidekick, because he's got 100%. All this pain. He's just trying to hide behind all the funniness.
He's one of those people that tries to hide pain with humor, I think.
And weirdly enough, though, it made me like him more. Everything he'd been through. Yeah. And I was just like, you're adorable. You're wonderful. I want all the good things to happen for you. Like if Caldoris gives us like a happily ever after storyline for Jordan, I will be like so happy. That would be wonderful.
Could you imagine if Jordan became king?
Nice.
Oh.
just like, and his gift too, it'll just be insane.
It's funny because like that makes me think like the Sparkers would have wanted Jordan in a position like that. Now, if they'd just been decent parents, it would have happened anyway. I'm just like, I got massive, massive Snape vibes from Marcus Sparker too. Oh, hang on. Wait, is that the next story or not?
Yeah, that's the next
one. Never mind, that's the next story. We're going to ignore that. We'll come back to it. We'll circle back around.
Weird that Jordan never met DC, if considering his parents are as high up as they are.
I think it would have met anyway. Like it would have happened at some point, if they hadn't already met by the time, sort of like in another world they could have met before they even went to school, Yeah. Considering she knows Caden and Declan, like it sort of makes sense. They're sort of the same echelon of society.
I'm surprised they'd never met beforehand.
Makes more sense to me they would, except for maybe just the king and queen find the Spark is probably a bit distasteful.
Probably.
They probably avoid him like the plague.
Yeah.
Because I would.
I would too.
But, yeah.
I think, like I said, my only gripe about this story was that the only openly queer characters we've had in the whole series are dead.
Bury your gays. Yay. Like my least favorite trope in the world.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there's more. I'm really, really, really hoping there's more.
I don't know how you didn't pick it up. I'm with Meredith. It's definitely
in terms of confirmation.
Yeah.
In terms of confirmation. I have my suspicions.
I think it is touched upon in the last book because I looked at reviews the other day and went,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not saying who.
I'm
From what
I'm getting feelings, but like I want it on page. I want it confirmed.
Well, I did message her, and she hasn't seen it yet. So I'm like, fine then, don't.
Ugh.
But
Maybe it
I'm getting
spoils
ahead of
Caldoris and we
myself,
can't.
sorry.
Maybe it spoils Caldoris, and so I shouldn't say anything.
maybe because I
I'm
think.
so excited for November.
Oh, how many
Sorry,
stories
Ash.
was it again? No, that's all right. I'm trying to think how many stories it was again.
She said 5. So 2
5.
of them are the short stories that have already come out,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 new ones. And I got spoiled for one of them.
Oh,
So-
I think I know which one you did get spoiled for too.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, damn.
Well,
I haven't seen it. Thank God.
that's why I posted in the Discord for anyone who is following Lynette Noni. You probably don't watch those stories about the Q&A because you
I
do
saw
get
that.
spoiled for book 5.
I saw that after.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank God
right.
I'm neurospicy.
After.
I avoid lives like the plague, so thank God I'm
Yeah.
neurospicy.
I was on her stories, and because I follow her on Facebook too, her Instagram stories, her Facebook stories are connected. So I was on Facebook, and I was just going, do, 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 do. I'm like, no,
No.
no.
I shed a tear
Yeah,
that you two got spoiled. That's a shame. But at least it was only one story, right?
Yes.
Thank God.
still, I feel like it's pretty big.
It is a pretty big spoiler.
That's a bummer. Right,
So,
staying
I'm
away
now
from
just-
Lynette Noni's stories. Okay.
I'm just interested now on how it's going to happen.
Yes.
That's very interesting. That's all because I don't want to say anything else. I'll
Yeah.
shut up now. Let's keep
You
talking
won't
about
go on.
Jordan.
I'm intrigued, but not intrigued enough to go spoil
No.
myself.
No. I think you'll be disappointed if you do get spoiled. So
I would be. I would be so upset.
yeah.
And
So
then
just
poor
avoid
Robbie will
Lynette
hear
Noni
about it.
until November, then you'll be
Yeah,
right.
I'll just
Well,
Just
to be
be
honest, you could probably just avoid it till you read Bud Asia.
Yeah, then. Yeah.
true. Keen for that, to be honest.
Yes.
Because I've only read it once and it's been so long ago. I think most of what happened.
You should have seen me showing the cover, the Caldoris cover to Robbie. I'm like, look, there's 2. There's 2 of them. They're both on there. See, you've only got Alex on the other books, sort of thing. And I'm like, and you've got the other 3 on We 3 Heroes. They're obviously together.
So
And he's like, yes, honey.
I'm like, this is
Yes.
how you're supposed to do a cover for a continuation of a story, aka
Making
ACOTAR.
it the
So it's
same.
very SGM.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
I
Rules
love
of
the new
Esther.
covers, but I like the new covers, but I hate the whole changing in the middle of a series thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just do it after they're all out.
Exactly.
Exactly. Whole background story.
I did see though that the publishers wanted to make Caldoris a different size, and Lynette Noni was like,
no.
"Don't do that." And they're like,
No.
"Oh yeah, no,
I
we
have no
should."
idea how much that would piss readers off.
That's what she said.
I'd be like, what the hell? Nothing's going to match.
Don't you people know anything?
It's like
I
publishers don't
swear
even read the
publishers aren't
books.
readers. Yeah, they're not readers. They don't understand. They're salespeople. They don't get it.
Oh, Jesus.
I wish more authors would do that.
Yes.
That's why I want to go in. Like, I was like, maybe I'll go into publishing just to be like, don't do that. No one will like you to do that.
Put numbers on the spines.
So we know
Like details.
the details. Well,
Yeah.
Going off on a bit of a tangent here for a minute. I like with the Bones Even hardcovers, they actually have a dial on the front, and each book is highlighted different. So book 1 will have number 1 highlighted, then number 2, then number 3.
Details.
The details.
So important. So important.
Yes, sorry. Like the Bone Season book, we're not even. And the
We're
fact
not going to go there.
now that the fact that Samantha Shannon's rewritten the first one and revising the other 3, they're going to phase out the ones that are out now in favor of those. And I'm like,
Your poor wallet.
Seriously.
Your poor hip pocket.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well,
I feel you.
I've got the Forbidden Planet one and the Waterstones edition. That's 2.
Oh my God.
But the Forbidden Planet has sprayed edges.
Pretty.
Oh, I gotta show everyone. It's so pretty. Anyone who's followed me on Insta will know, but it's so pretty. When am I gonna take the photo? It's here somewhere. Aha.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh,
Little
that's really
puppies.
pretty.
That's really
Puppies.
Oh, that's gorgeous. 10th anniversary. Has it been out that long?
Yeah, it'll be 10 years this year since it was first published.
That's gorgeous.
She's the same age as I am. She's 32.
I have done nothing with my life, apparently.
Neither have I.
Super successful people, and I'm just like, wow, okay.
That came out when she was 19. I'm
Oh,
like,
you're joking.
nah.
Oh my God.
I didn't even know what I wanted
feel-
to do when I was 19.
Oh, yeah.
I was
I didn't have
getting
anybody.
I was wasted in the gutter when I was 19.
Yeah, I didn't have my ass from my bloody head at that age. Writing books.
Okay, let's get back to Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be good. Keep talking about the book.
Other books.
Um,
Really broke my heart was the fact that he had his brother's death replayed in his head over and over and over again. I'm like,
Oh,
how? Like, reading about it once was hard enough.
Yeah.
No.
continuing over and over and over, and the method of how it happened
Yes.
specifically every time. I'm like, can we not, please?
Can we not do that?
I can handle most gruesome stuff, but that's a lot.
I can too. Like, that affected me, and I very rarely get affected by stuff.
Mm.
I liked his healing journey though.
Yeah.
I know he's not completely healed. I don't think he's ever going to be.
No.
But the way that he took DC back to the lake, and
I
I
agree.
feel like that was I thought that was written well done. I don't know about anyone else.
I thought it was too. Like, that was
I thought so.
Yeah.
I liked how it seemed to still be a positive place for him despite everything.
Despite what
That to
happened.
me was pretty incredible.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, like, how do you come out of something feeling like that place where it took place is still a good place because of the other memories? I was like, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah.
So I was kind of impressed.
I kind of hope that, I don't know, he'll take over the Chatel Shondo or whatever it's called from his parents and just make it a place of life, and that he'll just like have a huge family to bring that back. And I don't know how he's going to do it because he's like in love with the princess, but something will happen. Or maybe he'll make it like
he could go move into the palace and turn the chateau into like a place for healing where kids who've gone through crappy things can go live.
That's
something. That's the headcanon for me anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or
maybe even for like, people who've had to go through, like survivors of that, or even like survivors of the claimed, like where they go to get healed.
That would be a really nice actual full circle moment, I think. That would be quite good. Going back to Jordan and his humor, I had to note that he made a cheeky comment about glue during his equestrian classes. I was like, in front of the teacher, I'm like, are you trying to get in trouble? You're trying to hurt yourself. I was like, you can't say that in front of a horse lover. That's mean.
No.
But it made me giggle. I thought it was funny.
It did. Yeah, I did too. I like that he didn't get over it instantly. It's going to be a journey. Absolutely. Yeah. And on that. But the fact that it's not something, because I've seen this said a lot, especially in YA, that, they always a character has something traumatic happen to them and then they just get over it like that. Whereas this, it explores that, well, no, that's not what happens. You feel the effects of it pretty much for a long time. And I like that was explored in this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I actually put in my notes that I got the feeling that Lynette Noni was quite familiar with grief.
Yeah.
That she
And-
knows.
I feel like this was like a complete 180 from her writing Alex to be like the perfect everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
Not
maybe
like
she's
the other
like,
girls.
yeah. And then he's written these 3 very flawed characters and who have a lot of guilt and trauma. And I'm like, she's definitely grown as a writer, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think I remember us. No, you're right. I remember us saying, I think it was Instagram a few years ago, that like she herself has gone through. I don't know exactly what it was, but she's dealt with grief quite a lot, and that sort of really shaped her writing process. And it definitely shows. I'll admit that it really does, and I think it
does.
A lot of the writer, especially when you read Akane in comparison to We Three Heroes.
How do I explain it? At the same time, I sort of feel like kind of got to have, like, Alex has got to do like some of the most impossible stuff. And if she's going to be the perfect girl, she kind of needs some people with a little bit more character and flaw around her to sort of support her.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how's she going to get things done? And how's she going to understand the stakes of what she's doing if she hasn't had people around her that have lost people and lost things? And
I think that makes the next book gonna be interesting as well. Like this just this next level of like shit's gonna go to hell if you don't get this done.
And because she names them after places, all I can think of is where's Vardasia? So I'm keen.
A safe place for people who've experienced trauma. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Sorry, did we have anything more we wanted to add for Jordan before we go on to Bears?
Oh, I noticed that in the beginning of Jordan's book, they teach a Hunter when they went to do the Horoa thing. I was like, finally, a teacher actually protecting a student. Look at that.
Oh, we're actually doing something.
But then I was like, but why are we taking students to hunt Horoas? Like, there's also that. But yeah, I forgot to mention that bit. But yeah, I was like,
what?
So yeah, I don't know.
I do like how all the teachers were very there for Jordan. Like, I feel like they're all pretty absent with Alex, but they're all really. Maybe because they're not quite sure who Alex is or where she's come from, but they've pretty much known Jordan his whole life, maybe.
Yeah, plus grief is one thing. Big quests.
Another.
I don't know. They're probably just like, what the hell? What the hell do we do with this? So yeah, that's a theory anyway.
Okay then, so Bear story. Thoughts? I think that pretty much
does.
I think
the best one.
Oh, poor baby.
Oh.
It was interesting getting to see Fitzy as well.
Yes.
I liked him. But again, ableist language, borderline crazy.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I was like, oh. Then I'm like, never mind, we're just going to ignore it.
And then Jira's like, it's all an act. And then Ben's like, oh, yeah, maybe it is.
It's totally an act. But, I mean. I
like that scene with him. I'm just laughing my head.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I did tear up when he's like, good job, Arnold. And I'm like,
I was like, oh my God, yay. Oh dear. What else? At the time I was hungry during one a bit, and I've got here, I want menus that make food appear. I'm like, this has been going on for 4 other books, but okay.
I really did enjoy, I feel like the inkling of I definitely think there's something there between Declan and Bear.
Please.
I said that in the Discord before I read the book, before I read that story. And then I read the story and I'm like, oh my God. And you and Meredith were probably like laughing at me like, she has no idea. Ha ha ha.
I need an M-spec character. Just one. Just one. I know it's tokenism, but I don't care. I just want one. One multi-gender attractive person. Just one. That'd be great.
Yeah. But also like his name's Bear.
Oh, God, that's appropriate. I never even picked up on that.
Sorry. I was like,
if he grows up big, if he grows up big and burly, that'd be so funny.
I feel like Declan's more big and burly though, especially that voice the narrator did.
I like Declan. I don't care who he ends up with, as long as he's a nice person. I just like Declan. I just was like, you're a sweetie. I did feel like some of the writings. Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh no. What do we think about his story when because he and Bear, was it him and Bear that got sick, or was it the other two?
Declan and Caden got sick.
Declan, yeah. What do we think about that? Because I think, remember, did she touch on that in that novella? I think she did.
Caden talked about it in the last book about how and like she took Alex to the hospital and the graveyard. I'm pretty sure. Declan did talk about it a little bit in this book.
They sort of touch on it barely.
Yeah. But then Declan took him to his dad's graveyard. And I'm like, this is so much foreshadowing. I'm like, come on, Miss Noni, please.
Stop that. Please don't.
I had a few thoughts on Declan's family situation. I was like, wow, his mum sucks. Like, wow, Jesus. And the fact that Jackson complains about looking after Declan, I'm like, no, that's what you do when you have a family. You do what you need to do and you don't complain about it, or at least not openly to the kid. Like, shush. So I was a bit cranky about that. Because I'm like, if I took my nieces on, like, that's my job. My nieces or my nephews, like, if any of them needed me, that would be my job. And I wouldn't complain about it. But, yeah, so I was just a bit like,
I also feel like that's a conversation you have with the parents. I know a lot of parents have these conversations with their siblings, with the people they want to take care of their kids if something happens to them. Yeah. And if you didn't want them, then you should have said something.
Yeah, it should never be a surprise, really, should it?
No. It's not like the movies.
Like I talked to my sister a lot about having her kids if something happened, and I don't think she'd give them to me now, but you know, when we had a better relationship, like absolutely, it's just what I would have done. You know, like little people who need help, you help little people. So yeah, I got a real bit aggro about that. I was just like, that's not nice. You don't do that. But yeah, I just Oh, and also a little earlier on in the writing kind of bothered me a little. I was like, this doesn't feel realistic, like the way the boys talk to each other. Like even boys that might be interested in each other, it didn't feel natural, but that could be my trauma coming out, that, you know, the healthy conversation that I don't see as normal. I don't know, but
maybe
it felt weird.
Also might be like she doesn't really write in a male's perspective a lot either.
No, she doesn't. And I also said I don't know two teen boys myself with that much trauma either, so it's hard to say. But it didn't feel realistic when I read it.
No. I think that might be a reflection too of, like we say, she mainly writes from a female perspective, so maybe she doesn't know how to write from the male perspective. That could be the thing. I don't know.
I'm half and half, like that. It could just be my biases and the fact that I need to do that work.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I'm sort of like half and half on it. Like, I'm like not worried. I'm like, oh, well, if it's not realistic and it's healthy conversation, I'm going to get over it. But
yeah.
I just thought it was interesting.
Okay.
Sorry, I think my laptop's going to die soon. I was looking for a charging point.
No.
So if I go, that's why. Because I can't PowerPoint here. But I might jump on my phone.
Okay.
If I need to.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I can definitely understand your thoughts, Amy, on that. Because I guess, and because I think all the other characters were definitely incapacitated. So I know Lynette was like, "Oh, I've got no one. I'll just throw Declan in here and just pretend he's talking to Alex." Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm sure it'll all wrap up really well at the end. So I'm pretty much just happy to go for the ride at this point.
And I'm glad she touched on. She was like, Alex and Kaden just left, and the others are like, oh, she's gone.
Where are they? Yeah.
We need to go find them. I'm glad they just didn't go. Alex and Kaden were like, oh, we'll be fine. They won't miss us. But it was cool seeing how Bear was wanting to help Alex, and he like made the Shadow Walker go back and was like, we need to fix this. I really liked that, and I think Bear's probably my favorite bestie now.
Yeah, 100%.
And the way he just noticed how Alex, her fighting was different, and how she was so much better. And I'm going to mute myself. I'm sorry.
I think this book is. You go, Ash.
I liked how he was picking up too that, he could tell that she was really struggling with the decision. Like, okay, well, these people aren't freaking listening to me. Like, this is just getting annoying. And I like how he stepped up and said, right, we're going to do something about this because this is just stupid. So we're actually going to go back and say, look, you assholes need to listen because you're going to be screwed otherwise. I liked how he did that.
I agree. I definitely agree.
What did we think about his interaction with Jordan's dad that they had?
That was news. I didn't know that. I didn't know he had a gift at all, let alone
I didn't know either.
That.
He feels Snapey.
Snapey, yeah.
He reminds me, I'm not one of those people that turn around and go that Snape's a good guy, but I think there's something else happening.
He's got his own agenda, definitely.
And I'm wondering what that means for everybody else. And also, I think Sherez has some sort of connection, that Shadow Walker. So I'm like, okay.
Definitely Snape vibes with Jordan's. Yes.
Well,
there was one line that caught my attention. I just found it. He goes, "My son is lucky to have you, Barnard Vonnegut. Take care of him." And I went, "Okay.
Like, why aren't you taking care of him?"
Yeah. Well, are you really? Do you really give a shit, or are you just saying that?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that line caught me, and I went, "Okay. Well, you obviously haven't given a shit up until now. So what's changed?"
Exactly. Yeah. I'm just. I'm just like right now going, what is he doing? What does any of that mean? Like, I'm just, Oh, we lost her. I had a feeling that we were going to.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's right. We'll keep talking for the moment.
I'm getting this double agenda, and he's obviously finally saying something about it. I don't know. But
yeah.
I want to believe that he's good-ish, but I don't think he is.
No. Especially the fact that he sold his own son to basically get claimed. I'm like, just fuck off. Go away.
And the other one setting him up in a het marriage.
Oh, yes.
I knew he was queer.
I remember
the other one. I was like,
oh, yeah. Because, it wouldn't look good for them. I'm like, oh, fuck off, mate.
Man, doesn't it look good when your kids are happy and settled and, in love? Like,
that's all my parents.
Happiness. That's it. So I think he's going to be one of those characters that you hate, but that is potentially like, I think he's going to be essential, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't think, it's not going to give him a redemption, but they're all going to be like, okay, fine. That's what I think.
And the fact, too, that he erased it, Bear's memory of that interaction, I'm going, so are you doing that because you don't want him to say anything about that interaction, or are you saying it because Avon may find out that you're not entirely with him on this?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because
Like,
with the double
what's his
agent thing,
motivation?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why is yeah.
But he's not a double agent like Nikes. Nothing will ever replace
No.
Nikes.
Oh no.
Sad about that.
Too much he's done wrong. Yep.
Or that, I should say. There
Yep.
we go. I'm starting to understand why YouTubers have trouble with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's something more to him, and I think he'll flesh out the story, but I still don't like him.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And he can choke.
I can't remember if Lynette Noni did anything with him in the final book, but as I said, it's been such a long time since I've read the last book. I don't
Yeah.
remember what happened.
It's hard to remember.
Yeah. Putting your son in a place where taking your life seems like the only way out.
Yes.
And there it
100%.
is.
Unforgivable. I 100% agree.
Oh, and she's back.
I found
look, I'm up the top now. Yay, PowerPoints.
You're on top now, babe.
I don't know how much you missed. We'll just say now we think Marcus Sparker is definitely going to be in there somewhere, but we just don't know where. We don't know what, but we don't want him to get any redemption.
No, especially like what he did to Jordan, making him get cleansed, but also I think it was Zoe, Tracy's comment where she's like making your son like feel like the only way out is
to take your own life. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not cool.
No.
Yeah, no. So he doesn't deserve a redemption arc, but like I have a feeling that they're just going to be like, okay, so you did this good thing at the end of the book, but you're still a bad guy and we don't trust you. Like, I think that's how it's going to go down.
Yeah. We're also talking about the fact that Marcus erased Bear's memory of that interaction with him. We're sort of thinking, okay, why are you doing this? Is it because you don't want Avon to find out that you may not be entirely on his side, or are you just sort of now realizing that, oh shit, I may not come out of this. I'm going to try and get on the good side so I don't have as much of a punishment, if that makes sense, at the end. They do.
Yeah. And that also makes me think, I'm like, how much has he ever erased Alex's memory or even Jordan's memory?
Yes, because they Jordan's memory.
Yeah. Yes, that's
It's
interesting
all very
too.
sus.
And I'm like, where's Jordan's mother? Like, she's in the picture. They're married. Like, so where is she?
Really?
Why isn't she stopping her husband doing crappy things?
We had much interaction with her throughout the series.
Like,
I don't think so.
Something. No, not much at all. So I'm like, is she just as bad as Marcus? Or is she?
Or did she just get so depressed and after her first son died? Like, maybe
well, maybe, yes.
I can't do this anymore and just left.
You know, like
maybe that could be I never thought about that.
Because I'm like, they pulled, into it. Like, I'm like, what's DV? Like, I mean, what's one more trauma? Like, so could she not be in the picture because she's not being treated well, or is she just awful? Maybe she's both, because that's possible.
Or maybe she has no way. Well, she feels she has no way out, so she just goes along with whatever the dad says. Maybe.
Yeah, protecting herself, but then condemning her kids, pretty much.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, she's given me. Oh no, never mind. None of you read Zodiac Academy. Don't worry.
Sorry. I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a wife myself, but I'm like, where is Jordan's mother?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the loud one in my relationship, so I'm like, where is this woman?
Where is everyone?
And as someone with kids, I'm also like, where is Jordan's mother? Shouldn't she be looking after her child?
Yeah, I was going to say her children might be older, but they're still her children.
Like,
one of her children.
Jordan also was like, oh, Bear's family, my family now. Like, I would feel so upset if one of my kids are like, I'm going to go to this family now, unless I have no emotional attachment to that child. But I think I still would, even though.
That would break my heart.
Yeah.
I'm not even a parent, and I know that would hurt.
I'm not
That would
either.
suck.
Well, even like
Right.
I have no partner or kids either, but all the time I'm still thinking, well, where the hell's mum? Where's mum in this situation? But then, as I said, we don't know what situation she's in either. So is she just going along with it to, like you say, protect herself and sacrificing the kids, or is she just a horrible person too?
I'm going to go with horrible.
Yeah, me too. I think that's
just hoping to be horrible.
But I also feel like Bear's story, in lots of ways, separated him from his family for me. Even though you got to see more of Bear's family, I feel like he fleshed Bear out as an individual character more than just that friend with the really good family. I just it was a horrible part of the story, but like it just made Bear feel more like a singular person to me. So notes. But yeah, I
didn't go that far.
Have we lost? No, just muted. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it was an awful section of the story to read. Like, it was so awful. But I'm like, it was sort of nice to see though that they also came together rather than got sort of separated in their grief.
Yeah, they sort of go off on their own and try and deal with it. They've come together to deal with it.
Sorry, it's very loud here. That's why I've muted myself.
All good.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I like seeing more of Johnny and Blake too.
Yeah.
Like they both have separate characters, like personalities. Like in the other books, I was like, they're just mashed up into one big person.
Yeah. Those two are the brothers I wish I had.
Yes.
They just seem so lovely. And I'm just like this.
And then
honestly,
like I think it's Blake who was no, it's Johnny, because Blake was Jira. Johnny's the one who's not, he never went to a carnet. He's just naturally smart. Like he's not gifted. He was just that smart. I'm like, I thought that was so cool.
I like how Bear seems to be a combination of the two. Like he's got the gift and he's got that in common with Blake, but then he's got this natural intelligence where Blake's like, I kind of like that he can bond with both of them. I really liked that.
Yeah. Yes. Different parts of each brother's personality. Yeah.
It was just nice, that little link. Yeah.
Oh no.
Just like
and the last, I love you.
Oh no. I'm so glad I didn't listen to that part. I can read it without crying. It's listening to it that gets me, or watching.
The narrator's not good, so it helps.
Oh.
It helps. I'm also, cold.
How sad is that?
And dead inside. I don't cry at books.
How sad is that the narrator can't make that scene sad?
Like it was, but it was just, I don't know. It was just because he was so distracting.
Yeah.
But it was a bit rough. I think if I had read it, I might have cried, maybe, with my own eyeballs, because then my I don't know, the visual thing sometimes works better when I read with my eyes, and I probably would have cried then. But I'm not a big crier with books, so. Why do they need to yell across shops? I have no idea.
I don't know either. Oh, it's a bit like at work. We have this lady that's really loud, and of course we have a PA system. Well, holy shit.
Someone was screaming to the PA.
Oh, I'm like, will you shut up, please?
There's always that one person you don't want to use the PA.
Oh, no.
And but they love the PA.
Yes.
But then there's those ones that have got like these honeyed voices, and you're just like, you do all the PAs.
Please.
You can do the sales ones, you can do the normal ones, you can do any of them. They're all good because they just got this voice and it's like,
Yeah.
so lovely. But more people like that should do audiobooks. But yeah, I just also, did anybody else like scream in their head when Casper Lennox said "stay put" and they didn't?
Yes, but if they did stay put, Avon would have landed right on top of them.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, I was like, "What? Stop it!" I was like, but then yeah, the teachers have been kind of useless, so it's not like I can really trust them to keep the kiddies safe.
I wonder, like, if we're going to see any more of Caspar. I wonder in the next book, do we get anyone else's POV in the next book, Ash? Or is it just Alex?
No, I'm pretty sure it's just Alex's point of view.
Because I would love to see, like, Caspar apologize
give some teachers
for bringing them into that situation.
Yeah, no, from memory, it's pretty much Alex's point of view.
I mean, as long as she doesn't do a divergent.
Okay.
Obviously, she doesn't.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, a bit wheezy today.
That's okay.
Oh dear. Yeah,
Well,
teachers apologising. We'll see whether that happens. I'd like to see it happen. That'd be lovely.
Well, speaking of the last book, do we have any predictions? Because I thought this might be an interesting segue into predictions for book 5.
Well, I can't say what I thought was going to happen because I know it doesn't now.
Okay, so we think I'm wondering whether she's going to pull a Harry Potter and have Alex not be at school in the next book because she's got too much to be doing.
Well, she's in Vardasia right now. Her and Caden has gone through that fourth book in Vardasia.
That's right. Shit. See, I have the worst memory. Worst. That's why I make notes.
I'm hoping that we meet up with not Abraxas, wrong book, wrong dragon.
Wrong book.
You know what I'm talking about.
The names do sound quite similar though, isn't it? Zaraxis?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty similar.
Yeah. I'm hoping that we meet up with him again. I'm hoping he's just hanging out with the Vardasians. I can't remember their names.
Tia Orans.
Yeah,
there we go. That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
Yeah.
I don't have that one yet, but I have support on Tuesday, so I will be buying it.
Woo!
But yeah, that would be good. I would like to see her find out exactly what happened with the dragons. That would be nice.
Yes.
Because that's kind of important.
And considering she still has her bond, like her Shimmer bond, I'm pretty sure he's still alive.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
I'm hoping that she meets up with them. Her and Caden, have they kissed yet?
Can we please have a kiss? No, not yet. I am desperate for a kiss. Please.
In the world.
It's torturous. I'm just now thinking, like, if this became a movie, who would play Caden? And I'm like,
I have no idea. I'm not good at that.
I have thoughts.
Well,
I haven't got anything concrete yet, but
finally, in my head, I know they're all 16, but in my head, they all still look like 12-year-olds to me. This is the book that finally turned them into looking like 16-year-olds. Because I'm like, 16-year-olds, some of them can look 12, but some of them can look 24. So it's like...
I used to go to school with a guy near 10, full beard. Yeah. He used to grow his beard in winter when he was 16.
Wow.
It was nuts. It was dark as well. I was just like, wow, that's a real beard, that one. But I don't know, like I just want to see them get together and for her to fully, truly admit how she feels about him, because I feel like he has been chasing her for so long, but he's been really good about respecting her boundaries, which is good. You know, it's an older series, so I very much appreciate that. Dang it, my bloody battery's going to die.
Do a Sasha.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I have them right. The cord's right here.
Yeah.
I'm
like, this thing's going to go flat if I don't.
There we go.
also, like, obviously, I'm hoping for Declan and Bear. That's what I'm just hoping for.
Please. And obviously, I want Jordan and DC to keep going well. You know, we want that to keep going. I don't want any third act breakups. That would be rude. But
I don't know. Alex is pretty independent. She's going to be like, "No, Kaden, you can't do this with me. I have to do it by myself."
No.
And then Kaden be
you
like,
can be independent in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it work. My parents are great at that.
Man, I don't know how. Like, I think it's obviously important that she does what she needs to do because obviously she's got stuff to do, and Caden needs to. He recognizes that, I think.
Yeah.
But like, if he's around, like, he's already at risk. He's already going to help her with stuff. He's already at risk. So
Yeah.
I think having a partner would be like, and because they're going through traumatic, awful stuff, it is going to kickstart the maturity of their relationship and actually make them hopefully talk. So I'm like, I think she kind of needs that person that she talks to about stuff that she doesn't talk to anybody else.
She needs that emotional support.
Yeah, and I think she's really lacking that. And like most people start dating at her age, so like I think it's just the point in your life where you need that support. It's important. So I'm like, I'd like to see her stop pushing him away.
Yeah.
And to also to gain that maturity and recognize how she truly feels.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
I think she needs to realize too that she doesn't have to do this by herself. She needs that support with her. Because it's a big job.
If she does. Yeah, she can't do it alone.
No.
Humans are not islands.
This is very unrealistic, but I hope we see Nikes again.
Yeah, same.
Even if it's in a
his name is in the Caldoris book.
Is it?
Yep. In the thing where she has it all blanked out, you see Nikes' name in one of the shots.
Oh, I think I remember seeing that.
How that's done, I'm not sure. It could be a flashback, but
maybe.
It's there. But every time I see it, I'm just like, ooh.
It could be a flashback.
It'll still be lovely.
Yeah.
For a while there, I was legitimately gunning for Nikes and Alex, even though the age difference is severely problematic. Severely problematic. But I'm like, maybe he's not. Maybe Midorans aren't as dynamic as people, as humans, and they don't change as much. So maybe it wouldn't be quite so weird.
Yeah.
But then it was like, especially with him calling her kitten all the time. That's a relationship nickname.
Oh yeah.
But then that happened.
Yeah, that's a sex name.
It is. Thank you. Thank you. God, can you tell me and Sasha Reed smart? But I was just like, yeah, they're going to get together. And then they did. And I was like.
Then that happened.
And not only that, he spent all that time in prison.
Then
died. I'm like.
What the hell?
I'm sorry if it's unrealistic, but I think characters should get a fair trot.
Are we going to get more of his sister, maybe?
Yes. We haven't seen much of her either, have we?
That would be cool. I don't know how she would fit into it, but I would like to see
maybe
that. Obviously, Roka wake up. I don't know how that's going to happen either. But I hope the guy who killed Bear dies. I don't care. I'm not Bear. Bear's dad. I hope the guy who killed Bear's dad dies.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Goodbye. I want to ask a question. I'll point out a thing about the Midorans that I just realized is really weird.
Okay.
Alex went back several thousand years into the past, right?
Yep.
And she pushed Roka and Kaya together, right? And in present day, they're still not married. I'm like, how long does it take? How long does it take? Like, hurry up.
Maybe their perception of time may be different.
It must be, but I'm like, seriously, 2,000-year engagement?
But like, also,
it just
like,
clicked. It just hit me.
I don't know.
Because they're an offshoot of the Tia Orans, aren't they?
Yeah,
the,
or either that or
Mayara.
they lived side by side. I'm not sure.
I think they
Might
lived
be.
side by side until the Tia Orans expelled them for some reason.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but my
Yeah,
memory's not good. So
I think it may be touched upon in this, perhaps. But yeah,
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because if there's a more immortal race than the Mayarans, it's the Tia Orans. So I'd like to
Yeah.
understand that.
Mm. Yay. That'll be interesting to find out.
yeah. So, does anyone else have anything to add before we wrap things up?
I love that we're still getting a bucket load of Australianisms in the book.
Yeah.
Hearing them read by Americans is hilarious. Like
Yes.
umpteenth and fortnight and mum. I'm just
And
like,
mate.
yes, I love
Yes.
it.
Every time they say mate, and I'm like, that's
It sounds so
Australian.
weird.
Ever.
It absolutely just like, I don't know, kind of soothes a part of me, this thing that I don't get to see my culture in books at all, ever. And I'm just like, this is nice.
Yes.
In a fantasy book, no less.
Yes.
I'm excited to see if they come up in the other books too.
Actually,
I feel like
we read the Wisp series.
the Whisper series, and then if we want to, I think we might take a break in December, but maybe if everyone else is still keen to start, like redo the Prison Healer trilogy.
Yeah, I've got all three, so that works for me.
I've only read
I
the
just saw them at
first
Big
one.
Dub. Nice.
Yeah.
I saw them at Big
yeah.
Dub. They were $12 each. And I went, thank you.
Nice.
I was like, I'll have those. Thank you.
Have you
But
got the
yes,
fairy
I would
loot,
be.
Ash?
I do. I have all three.
Nah. Actually, I think you showed those on a live stream once, and I saw you showing them. I think it was you. You or someone else. I was like, look at this beautiful book.
It's been a while. I can't remember.
Ash or Lola, maybe.
There's a very good chance it could have been Lola too. Let's be honest. Lola buys all the beautiful books.
She does. I had to stop.
I very rarely buy special issues. These two are a rarity.
Yeah.
I don't very often do it.
Oh, look at those straight edges.
Oh, they're so pretty.
There we go.
And different colored spines too.
Yeah. No, these are so pretty.
Look at that. Aren't they lovely?
Oh.
That's so nice.
What every penny.
Mm-hmm.
Because I missed
Sometimes
out.
they just are.
I missed out on the first one because I wasn't a member of Fairy Loot at the time, but I ended up getting the adult box, and then the sequel and the third book came up as part of the fact you were a member. I'm like, yes, please. But I was just lucky I managed to find this. I think for like
That's really lucky.
$80 tops on Depop.
Okay, I'm re-downloading Depop.
I'm definitely not downloading Depop. I would have no money. Oh my God. I'd be broke 24/7. The only thing I'm having trouble avoiding at the moment is every time I go into a shop, they have the hardcover Heartstoppers, and I'm like, I don't need another copy of Heartstopper. Like, I've already got two. Where is it? Up this way. I've already got two of the pink one already. I've got the TV tie-in and the normal one. I'm like,
Yeah, I got the TV tie-in because it was like $5 at Big W, and I'm like, I'll support the queers. I'll support.
Plus, they're just so well cast. I was so pleased with the casting.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's adorable. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they didn't make it like a TV poster cover either. They recreated the original cover.
I thought that was
If
so
they
cool.
made it
So smart.
if they had made it just the TV thing, I just would have been like, Yes, they are. They're so gorgeous. I'm trying not to buy them.
The only issue I have is that I've noticed that they get damaged a whole lot more because they're not sort of, whereas these ones have the dust jackets, they're just a naked hardcover. Because I'd seen them in DVD and they had a bit of dust, quite a bit of dust and damage. I'm like, oh, yuck.
I'm not above Mod Podging them if I have to, though.
Yeah.
I don't mind destroying books to protect them. But it's okay. I'm not giving them away. I'm not giving them to anybody else. They're just mine.
They're mine.
Yeah. I've got my Strange the Dreamer got all messy when
Yeah.
I annotated it, and so I just covered it in Click Contact because I was like,
I follow these couple rebinders on Instagram, and I'm like,
I love
my
watching
God.
rebindings. It makes me
There's
so happy.
one person who's doing it like the Penguin Classics, I think, and I'm like, that is
I
so
love
beautiful.
I just show it to Robbie and go, isn't it lovely? And he's just like, yeah, honey.
Sure.
But then he shows me stuff about Ukraine or stuff about other things he's interested in. I'm like, I'm getting really bored and having trouble paying attention. We're very different people. But we try very hard.
Mm.
Well, speaking of books that we're not parting with, I'm not parting with this one ever because this is
Look at it. It's so pretty.
Songwriting. They only printed a certain amount of copies of this, and they've never reprinted it. And I'm like, I found this for $30 tops, $40.
That's a pretty damn good price.
And people are selling these for like $300, $600. I'm like, no book is worth that much.
Not a special edition, but my prized possession.
Mm.
I think
It is my favorite book.
No, I don't own that one. I always get that mixed up with Aristotle and Dante.
I just think it's really beautiful.
No.
But it's my literal favorite book.
So okay, so I should put it on my trivia.
I really like it. If you like queer stories with a bit of that, which I think you will because you like Jordan's story, that queer story with a bit of there's a bit of heartbreak in it, but it's not with the couple really. It's like the things that they're going through. It's like religion, like fundamentalist religion meets queerness, which with my background is like perfection. It's like me, my life. So yeah, I love it. With your background, actually, Sash, you'll probably appreciate it more.
You're still muted.
Probably crashing all the dishes together, as happens at cafes, noisy buggers.
Yes.
Why do cafes always put everything? There's no soft furnishings anywhere, and so everything just reverberates everywhere. I get it that hard floors clean up nicer, but the sound is terrible.
Yes.
Yeah, she was grinding coffee.
Oh yeah.
I was like very loud, but yeah, I'm like I'll definitely put on my TBR then.
Yeah, it's one of those things. If you've been there, you get it, but
yeah.
Except it's Mormonism instead of traditional Christianity or other versions of weird Christianity like mine.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Poor Sash.
Oh,
She's like, never mind, we're just going to mute again.
That's why that's why I try and stay in the one spot because I'm like, I'm not moving. I'm not going anywhere that's got noise because I'll be like,
this is like the only semi-tidy part of my house, so this is where I'm staying.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the aesthetic.
I love it too. Like, look at the cute plant. I have the credibility bookshelf. You have the cute plant, and you've got some nice lighting. Like it's a win.
Win-win.
Shush, Med's alarm.
I think that's it. I don't know. Does anyone else have anything else to say?
I will agree with Tracy's last comment that she's a sucker for a naked hardback special edition. Because yes, I think dust jackets are the devil. Personally, I hate them so much. But no books look pretty enough without them, so I never take them off. So, but when they make it so they're pretty on the outside and there's no dust jacket, and I'm like, beautiful.
Fairy Loot does some nice like naked hardcovers, and then Broken Binding too. I'm so dead I missed out on the Roots of Chaos Broken Binding.
Yes.
Because of course Amazon opens up because Amy is only reading romance right now. Binding. So much romance. I do not need to be going on KU. I have so much on my Kindle. It's ridiculous. The Broken Binding, UK based. Oh, that's going to hurt.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got
Oh.
the Legends and Lattes one. And
Oh, I bet it was worth it.
it was worth it though. It's pink, like the hardcover is pink, and it's got this gold foiling.
Oh,
I'll send you a
love
picture
it.
when I get home.
Please.
I really hope they do the
Ooh.
Bookshops and Bone Dust edition.
I don't even know half these books, but they're so pretty.
Yeah, they do a lot of like indie fantasy. I feel it might not be indie, maybe it's just not well known, but
Yeah.
they
Indie
are
self-pub.
doing the Drowned Empire. I think no, that's not Drowned Empire, but the She Who Became the Sun and He Who Drowned the World. They're doing a special edition of that. I can't afford it, so I've wanted to get the giveaway on Instagram. So I want this book.
I just spotted a book called The Hexologists, and just the name of it's making me go, this is interesting. So many pretty books. Oh, so beautiful. Be Still My Beating Heart.
Oh, which one was it? Illumicrate's Furyborn trilogy, the one that I just announced.
The Laura Thalassa books. Oh, they're so pretty. I haven't even read them, and they're so beautiful.
Is that on Broken Binding?
Yeah, like the fourth page. Yeah, fourth page when you hit fantasy.
Oh, okay.
I was like, they are so much more beautiful than the covers that they've released on Google. Okay, they've got a Book Eaters. I've already got that one. I wanted to get the hardcover of the Book Eaters because I just thought it was so pretty, but I just never ended up doing it. Yet it was super anticipated, and I still haven't read it. Sash, you may have created a monster.
I fully take credit for that.
You're like, you're welcome. Oh my god. Oh, so many pretty books.
Oh,
I might have to send my husband to this website for birthdays. Christmas. Be like, here, baby. Because he likes to be directed with presents, but I'm like, here's all these websites of things I'm interested in. He has to pick the actual gift, though. Otherwise, it's just no good. You can't just tell him which one you want.
Yeah. I'm really sad I missed out on the House of Good Bones from the Broken Binding because I was like, I'm just going to leave it. It's pink. That's the only reason. It's pink. And I heard it's a fat main character.
Oh, they've got The Last Unicorn. Oh, God, that Hellbent cover. I hate that Hellbent cover.
For anyone who likes the Raven Song book, they're doing...
I just spotted that. That's so pretty.
I know Reddit like that.
They've got When Women Were Dragons. That was pretty good. That was a lot more literary than I was expecting, but it was still pretty good.
Bye, Tracy. Thanks. Sorry, we're kind of just chatting now.
Wait, where's this little chat?
But I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's lovely. That's such a nice shade of pink too.
And it's the original indie cover, but it's hardcover.
Oh,
that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be very tempted to take the dust jacket off that one. Because, I mean, how hard is it to get pink books? There's so many blue books in the world. And when you're a colour person, like I am, on my TBR shelf, it's all rainbow. There are so many blue books and black books. I'm like, can we just yellow, pink, orange? Like, oh my. Speaking of pink books, I've never heard of this, but it looks interesting. And look at the color of it. I was like, that's absolutely gorgeous.
Alexis Hall, didn't she do the?
Oh,
Davenport.
Alexis Hall.
Oh,
or Boyfriend
is
Material.
it Alexis? Boyfriend Material. They. If it's that author, hang on. No, it's not. It is the same author. Yep, Boyfriend Material, and all of that.
It's the same author who did. Is it Lady Food Duke?
That was really blunt. Sorry, it came out the way it did.
No, you're right.
Same person.
Anyway, sorry.
No, you're right. And yes, it
yeah.
is that same person.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I didn't love the one book of theirs I read, but Ren assures me the boyfriend material is good and that I should give them another shot. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
well,
okay, I'll try again.
Abby loves boyfriend material. So I'm like, I really should get to it.
Well, just about everyone who I've ever seen read it, and that includes Mel, and they all say it's great. So I'm like, it must be pretty good. The one I read was one of their indie ones. I can't even remember what it's called, but it's male age gap, but it's got a BDSM element, and the younger character is the dom.
Interesting.
And so I was pretty intrigued. I was like, I like this subversion. I like this, how they do this, but it didn't read very, like, it just wasn't good. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't connect to the characters. It's just a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe it was an early book, and
Possibly.
But then I've also gotten pretty critical too over the years of reading. So it could just be me and that I'm just a bit picky.
That's like me with TJ Klune. Like I just can't get into those books. I've tried Under the Whispering Door and Wolfsong, and I've DNF both. I'm just like, no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've only read The House on the Cerulean Sea.
Okay. I haven't tried that one.
It's pretty good. I liked it a lot. The kids really rescue it, though. You have to have the kids in that book.
Lucy.
If you just relied on the romance, yes. If you relied only on the romance in that book, it would fall completely flat.
Okay.
It's the fact that the kids are in it, and the way that they feed into the found family aspect of it, and the way that the kids get to know the love interest who narrates the book. Okay. Because the other guy is obviously the guy who runs their home.
Yeah.
And so he comes in and he's like inspecting the place, and he's trying not to get involved with the kids.
Yeah.
But they're just adorable. There's a little wyvern. He's cat-sized, and his name is Theodore. And he basically, what he does is that he's encouraged not to fly everywhere because you can't fly everywhere. Sometimes you have to walk. And so what he does is he puts his wings back, like, look at me, look what I'm doing. And he purposefully walks to dinner, like, look at me. Like every, 5 to 10-year-old in the world. And I read it out loud to Robbie, and he loves it.
Oh, really?
I only have to bring up the kids, and he's just like, oh, my God. Like, the kids are an essential part of that book. If it wasn't for the kids, it wouldn't be a good book.
Okay.
So I would potentially, if you can get it really, if you can get it cheap, I would recommend trying it. But obviously, if you don't want to try any more TJ Klune, like,
or even just from the library.
My library.
Yeah. It is adorable. Like, if you like children, you will like it, probably.
Oh,
at least that aspect. Hey, you don't like kids?
I do, but I don't.
These are curated children. They're curated to be cute. And you don't have to wipe any noses or nappies. So I love giving children back, and I love this book. Like, my sister used to send her kids with their screens because she knew that Auntie Amy wasn't going to cope if they didn't have their screens. Yeah. So they come in with their Switch going, look, Auntie Amy, look at my new game. Oh. And I'd be like, oh, so do you just want to play your game then, mate? And my nephew would be like, yeah. I'd be like, excellent, go for it.
Right, go for it.
Pretty much. Like, I love these children, but I do not have the energy for it.
No.
I don't even have the energy for it.
I don't know how parents do it. I legitimately don't. Like, how?
I mean, our first one was a bit of a whoopsie. And so then I was like, what's 2 more? I've already gone into it. Why not?
Yeah. Honestly, though, baby fever is the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
literally, I saw a reel of a little baby yesterday, and I'm like, oh, I want that one. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm in a good place.
I'm actually at the point where the baby fever is actually dying down again, and I'm like, because I know I don't want to, and I'm not going to. So I'm just like, good, thank you. I love them. They're great. I would absolutely pick up a baby if someone was like, here you go. But then I'd be like, here.
Yeah.
'Cause they're lovely. They smell good. Like, they're great, but no, thank you.
No, you don't wish harm upon them, but you also
No.
don't want them
No.
yourself.
It's like, it's just like, just over there. Or even with me for a little while,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not for long. So no, I love kids, but like, no. I love how quiet my house is. I go to his sister's house, it's like, ah!
Yeah.
Speaking of, I probably should get back to mine.
Oh,
Always look
nah, leave him with dad a bit longer. Go and buy a book, Sash.
I shouldn't buy books, but I did bring a book to read. So
Maybe treat yourself to a cuppa and a little bit of a read before you go home. I
Yeah.
reckon you deserve it. God knows, I might even do that in the next couple of days. Go out and just sit and read.
Sounds.
because I won't get to do this again for a while.
No.
Yeah, exactly. And you work hard. 3 babies is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're taking turns being sick too. Which is fun.
Oh.
Okay,
The
well,
curse of childcare and all sorts.
I will go, but you guys keep going. Don't stop. Don't let me stop you. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's it.
thanks for chats. And yeah, I'm really excited for Vardasia.
Yes.
Me too.
Bye.
Bye.
Hope she goes and spoils herself.
Yeah. Because as soon as I saw that story, I went, shit, okay, I'll go get in Discord and tell people because it's a spoiler. It's a major spoiler. So I'm like, yeah, if you care about spoilers, don't go onto Lynette Noni's Instagram, Facebook, until you've read Valdasia. Then you'll be right.
Yeah, it's just how it is sometimes, isn't it? You know, you just she's obviously really excited. She's expecting that all of her fans have read the books, but some of us are a bit late to the game.
Yes, not all of us have read everything.
No, that's true. But she can't hide it from everyone, so I get it.
No, yeah. Unfortunately,
I'm excited though.
Me too. Well, on that
And
note,
Caldoris.
yes.
So I'm so excited.
Me too.
Sorry, Ash.
That's okay. Well, on that note, we might leave it here. So, as Sash said, Bardasia is next month, and it will be on Sash's channel from what I remember. But we'll announce it in the Discord and everything. So, thank you very much, Amy, for joining me once again.
You're welcome.
It's always good to have a nice chat, and we shall talk to you guys later. Bye.